that God steps in. He uses Gideon. God wins in the end. They win in the end. But rather than me read you the story of this, or even try and tell you the story of this, I thought it would be super fun. So y'all have to come along here with me, because we're really good here at doing like post-victory interviews, aren't we? Yes. So I thought it'd be good to do a post-victory interview with Gideon himself. You down for this? Yes. All right. So I want you to welcome Gideon. We're going to see if we can get him out there and do a post-victory interview. Gideon, are you here?
Yeah, wait.
What? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, this is amazing. So
There we go.
Wow. Oh, wow. You're really in celebration mode. Listen.
I got champagne in my eyes.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that. Well, listen. Thanks for giving us just a minute here. Congratulations, man, on your big win. 7 years of putting in all that work. I mean, that's incredible. I'm going to take a few notes here.
All glory to God for this victory. All glory to God.
We hear that a lot in our interviews here.
Yeah, no, I'm serious though. Yeah. All glory to God. So you have to realize, I had over 20,000 soldiers getting ready to go to war with 32,000 hardened Midianite warriors, right? And God whittled me down to just 300 to ensure that he got all the glory. I mean, it was great. The second it got scary, like 20,000 of my men went straight in the transfer portal. They were gone. They went home. Okay? And then the rest of them failed the test. So I had 300 men. We went to war with 32,000, and we won. Now you tell me there's any other explanation than God.
Well,
it's all glory to God.
That must have taken just a ton of. I can't even imagine the amount of faith it took for that. Have you always been a big faith guy?
Yeah. Well, no. So when the season started, God called me up, and I was in a wine press threshing wheat.
Oh. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So we have this thing called Wikipedia. You wouldn't know about that, but anyway, if I wikied it, I would learn that a threshing floor was like up on the top of a hill, because the wind would come along, separate the wheat from the chaff, and then a wine press was at the bottom of the hill. It's like a big circular tank thing. I don't know how you thresh wheat, and it'd be really sticky and not good.
So, I mean, the way you describe it is the way you're supposed to do it, unless you're a coward. I was hiding. I mean, so you have to remember, it was chaos out there. I mean, the Midianites had been kicking our tail up and down the fields season after season. I mean, they were stealing our crops. They were killing our livestock. They were burning our villages. They were terrorizing our people. And they were like a plague of locusts, if I can put it that way. I mean, some of my family were living up in the rocks in caves. So, I mean, I was in the wine press because I was scared. I was worried, and I thought it gave me some sense of control over the situation.
Well, that helps me a lot, because I've always been kind of confused about that. I just couldn't figure out why a warrior would have turned into someone who was a thresher, and then why you would do it in a wine press. I couldn't figure if you like to drink while you work. I just couldn't figure that out, but yeah.
Well, I mean, you have to remember too, I haven't always been this warrior you see in front of me right now, okay? I mean, matter of fact, I'm the least in my father's household, and my clan is the weakest of our tribe. I mean, every year when the polls come out, we're the bottom. So, I wasn't always this warrior, but I'm down there and I'm threshing wheat in the wine press, and an angel of the Lord shows up.
Oh wow, well, that'd be a little scary. Like, what was that angel about?
Well, I mean, I know now it's God.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'd be really scary. What did God want with you?
Well, I'm down there, and this angel shows up, and he says, "The Lord is with you, O mighty warrior." And I'm like, I'm the only one in this wine press. Are you talking to me? And then I started thinking, wait a minute, the Lord is with me. And so I bowed up a little bit. I was like, well, okay, if the Lord's with me, then why are we in this mess? I mean, I've heard story after story after story about how God had delivered his people, how he had, parted the sea, destroyed the enemies, and here we are in this mess.
A little bit bitter.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, I mean, I challenged him, I questioned him, and he looked at me, and I wrote it down. I've got my playbook here.
That's fancy.
I brought my
It's a
playbook.
really fancy playbook.
He looked at me and he said, "Go in the strength you have and save Israel out of the Midian's hands. Am I not sending you?"
So I guess that's when you just got those Midianites. You went for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, 7 years we've not seen. So I decided, let me see what's going on. So I ran in and I got some food. And I brought it out and I put it down as an offering. And the angel took his staff and he reached out and he touched it and it burned up. I mean, the whole thing just up in flames like that. And so now I know I'm in the presence of God. And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to die. Because that's what happens when you're in the presence of God. I'm going to die. And he just looks at me and he said something I'll never forget. I kept it in my wallet all season long. This is what he said. He looks at me and he says, "Peace, do not be afraid. You are not going to die." I mean, I actually built an altar right there at that spot, and I called it, "The Lord is Peace." Yeah, Jehovah Shalom.
So that's when you went to war, right? And you beat the Midianites.
Not yet.
Oh.
I knew I was in the presence of God, but I didn't know, can I really trust what he's telling me? So I decided to test him.
Oh, so you tested God. Most of us don't admit that.
I needed to know. I needed to have that confidence. So what I said is, I said, all right, God, so I'm going to put a piece of fleece out on the ground. And when I wake up in the morning, if the fleece is wet and the ground is dry, I'll believe you.
That's a pretty good test.
I didn't sleep much that night.
No, I mean, I think I'd have been checking that every couple minutes, like a pregnancy.
I woke up the next morning though, and guess what? The fleece is wet and the ground is dry. But I thought, I'm not sure. So I said, don't be mad at me, but one more time. So I said, how about tomorrow I wake up and the fleece is dry and the ground is wet? And guess what? I woke up the next day and the fleece was dry and the ground was wet. I mean, at that point, I knew I could trust him. And I said, let's go. Let's do this. Let's start it. And, he had promised us at that point he would be with me. And he said we would defeat the Midians as if they were one man. So that's when we went to war. That's when we got our victory.
So amazing. I'm just so glad that you had the faith to finally to go out there and do what God had really called you to do. Well, I know you want to get back to your celebration. Clearly, there's a big party going on back there. One last question. I know this will get on your last nerve. Probably everybody's going to ask you, but what's next for you? What's the next season hold for you? Are you going to retire? Build a vineyard or something? I don't know.
No, well, look, it's been a good run. But God's brought peace to the land. I mean, I'm going to hang up my sword, and I'm actually going to be a judge. But you know what? That's another story, another time. I'm getting back to the party.
Well, congratulations, man. Thanks for being here. You're amazing. Y'all give it up for take care. I'll talk to you.
I'm glad nobody had a heart attack.
How was that? Yeah, so this is actually Jamie Webster, you guys. So he and his wife Jennifer, they've been coming to River Point and Western Church for over 20 years now. So Jamie is finishing up a seminary degree and he's interning with us, and we're going to give him an A, right? For this. All right, thanks for playing along.